Hi, Stephen. How are you?
Steven!
Yay! I'm over here too, but Heidi's arms are really short.
I just saw your T-shirt in the bottom of my in the bottom of my closet this morning, and I'm like, I have got to get that sent to you.
Yeah.
So sorry, I haven't forgotten you. It was just the
bus.
yeah.
Well, so I'm gonna put up the head sail here really quick, but because it's still really rolly out.
It's a rolly day.
We spent many days planning this trip, and we planned and planned and planned, and we ran route after route after route, and Thursday was the day. It was going to be super chill, flat seas, and we wouldn't be doing much in the way of sailing. But the truth of the matter is we've had a decent amount of wind, and it's been rolly. This is what it was predicted to be yesterday, and why we bailed on yesterday. So, oh my gosh, so there's all that going on. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn that down a little bit. I'll give you that. Let's turn this down a little bit. It's kind of loud.
So I'm going to actually show, Franny's going to put out our head sail.
Yep.
She put it in because we were actually heading a different direction, but now we're really rocking, and
not much wind, but it's enough.
Hold on, let me turn this around.
Yep. It's not much wind, but there's enough. So we have an apparent wind angle of over 40, and I have the plane fogger with the wheel, and we have an apparent wind speed of about 11. So yeah, let's do it. It'll help. At the very least, it'll help mellow the boat out, because man, it is rocking back and forth. But I'll tell you what, I saw a mono we passed, and I could see, because you can see the mast, right? It's like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I thought we were bad. All right, so I have the starboard jib sheet loaded up here on the drum here, and I'm ready to pay out for the furler. So I think we're all set. I think all we need to do at this point is...
I'm making Franny do this, and she doesn't like performance, but
right.
She thought she'd do it anyway.
Well, this has just been us doing this a bunch today, so I'm trying to get my chops with it. We did have the manual. It was pretty cool.
Yep, we did.
All right, there we go. I need at least one round. Because you go out to that, you need to talk. Okay. Except for I do this every time. Guess what I forgot?
You forgot to open the clutch.
I forgot to open the clutch. Oh no. So that's why you always go super slow. So let me
So
take
there's the clutch is over there.
Yeah, take a
See
little
that
bit
little black thing right there next to the lifeline?
Yeah.
Be careful. All right.
Alright. That's stupid. Okay, now we're all set. Now I can take this off.
She's doing better than I would have done.
Oh. Alright, so.
You can see the head sail coming out. So you can see we have a little bit of a problem with our enclosure. We have this windshield, and right here they didn't cut the hole quite right.
So the jib car here is in a bad place, and I can't have it any further back. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the best it'll do.
So we've had to deal with that, and that won't be something we can get fixed until we get up to Annapolis, which is a bit of a bummer.
Right,
So
now I just reset that clutch. Okay, so I did make a mistake the last time I pulled this out. I didn't keep enough tension on the furling line, and ended up with kind of this weird override on the drum itself. And I was like, yikes, if that's really bad, that can be a real problem. You can't deal with the sail. So I've learned you've got to keep a little bit of tension on this. This is the furling line here, the yellow one. You got to keep a little bit of tension on that, or you're going to have big problems. So it's good. We got a good wrap on it. I think it looks fine.
And what did you do to solve it?
Well, what did I do to solve it? Yeah, so I was actually really lucky. So I pulled enough line there. I actually pulled the whole thing out, actually. Just one or two wraps off just so I could get to it. And I could see the line going kind of down across the bottom and then shooting up. And I think it was a hook is what it was, this like loop. And all the lines were sitting on it. But I knew that what happened was when I was letting it out, I didn't have quite enough. What's that for?
So you were tied off. Just when she was fixing it.
Yeah, I was tied off.
She was tied off. She tied off. I didn't want you guys to think that she didn't tie off. She did.
So when I was letting it out, I didn't have enough. I just pretty much had it like this, just wrapped around the drum of the winch, and it pulled too hard and started giving me a little bit of rope burn. I let go of it, and it unspooled really quickly, but it got that override in it. So now I've learned to be very careful to pull the sheet against the furling line and make sure that they're both have tension as it goes. So it looks pretty good. Let's see what we got. We got a little flutterage. Let's see if we pull that in a little bit. Turn that down a little bit. Do you want to see this, Heidi?
Yeah, I was see if we had any comments.
All right, so that's what our sail looks like now. It's really rolly out here, so I'm trying to kind of, but I think it looks pretty good. We don't have much wind, right? There's almost no wind at all, but hopefully it helps the rocking motion a bit, but I think it's about as trimmed as it's going to be. The telltales are up there, and you see that the outside ones, the leeward ones, are actually doing pretty well. The windward ones are, I don't know, that one in the front's kind of wimpy, but the one in the back looks pretty good. So I mean, it's about as good as it's going to be, I think. So, all right, I'm going to give this back to Heidi. I'm going to sit down for the glasses up. Actually, I need some water.
Yep.
So it's been kind of a hot day, for sure, out here. And our helm is now set up the way it was before. I've got the pad up here, which is working really, really well.
Great. Yep.
I've got navionics going on so it's the same route on both, but I've got navionics over here, and I've got the Garmin chart plotter over here. We have radar going. You can kind of see it here in this little bit here. You can see a little. So you can see the radar little bits there, and two of them out there and stuff. And so, you know, here's the deal. With radar, well, okay, so the reason we're doing this is because almost every one of the fishing boats out here does not have AIS. And I don't know, somebody got in trouble and they found them through AIS, so now none of the fishing boats have them on. So there have been just hundreds of these fishing boats today, all over the place. And then there's some divers and stuff, people just hanging out. It was just kind of a thing. So I turned on the radar, and it does work for the most part, but it gives all these falses all over the place, and it's really hard to tell. And I've tried to tune it. It has like this how are the seas state kind of thing, and I'm like, it's medium, it's pretty chill, and you know, what does it look like this, and you know, your strength and everything. And I just, as much as I try to tune this thing, it doesn't really just give me an image. So I really like AIS because it just shows up as a target. But let's see what we got here. So we've got about another 55 minutes, about another hour-ish or so, before we get to No Name Harbor, which is where we're going. Or No Name, is it No Name Harbor?
I think so.
Yeah, we're going to be outside of No Name Harbor. So we're not actually going in unless we need to for some reason, but kind of big to go in. We went in and did our training in there with Captain Jen. So
right.
You'll get to see that coming up in the next episode, I believe.
Yeah, I gotta edit that one, man.
Yeah,
I'm behind on that one.
But anyhow, we did our docking training there, which was kind of fun. It's a concrete, immovable object, you know, so you got to get it right. But it was fine. We didn't have any issues. We never scuffed anything. So, but We've had friends tell us that you can stay there overnight. Nobody's going to give you a hard time. It gives you there is a sign that says no overnight, but if you really needed to, I'm sure nobody would really fuss at you. But we'll have to see. Supposedly Thursday night is a bit of a party night. I'm not looking forward to that. Might be kind of loud and boomy and everything, but we'll see.
That's what generators and air conditioning is for.
Yeah. So, and we ran the generator today. I ran the water maker, and here's a funny story about that. I have a diverter valve in there, manual diverter valve, that I can throw water overboard just to wait for the parts per million to drop and make sure that it's good, clean water, and I'm getting really good water. And then I switch it over to the main tank. And so I was turning it on today, and I was like, oh, it's going into the main tank. So I went to turn it back so it would just go overboard. And the whole thing just blew apart on me. Just pieces everywhere. I haven't even found the center insert to the connector yet. I did find 2 of the O-rings, but I haven't found all the pieces even yet. So I don't know what happened. That valve just blew apart. So I plumbed it in directly. And that's the way Mike at Seawater Pro would have you do it anyways. He said, you don't need a stupid diverter valve. It's just another part to go wrong. Well, I'll have to, I'll have to eat some crow, and I'll have to tell him that's exactly what happened. He'll laugh at me about that, I'm sure. But at any rate, we topped off the water, so I got the water going and topped off the water. And the air conditioning had been running. We have to run the generator to run the water maker. It's on the other circuit, so that's to get sorted this summer. But the cats weren't doing all that great. Last night was a disaster trying to get them to take their medication. Ozzy just spewed up all sorts of stuff. I don't think he ever got any of it in him. Zeke's went straight down, as it always does, and everything was great until he threw up a little while later, and then he lost it. And so we thought, well, we'll just see how he does today. Not so great, that one, but oh well.
The medication does work, and evidently Zeke is suffering because...
Yeah, he's not feeling 100%. So we ran the AC for him and pulled it down there for him. And I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, there's no point in using it now. It's too late, and...
Yeah. Too late. We're only an hour out, actually. This is Key Biscayne over here on the right over here. So that is Key Biscayne. There's the lighthouse down there. So we're going to be going around and turning and coming in here just not too often.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like. Oh, you can't see a thing on the chart. Let's see. So that's what it looks like on the chart. You can't really tell. But that's what it looks like in real life. So where the building's end is kind of Biscayne. So, yeah, over there. And I believe there's a lighthouse. There it is. It's all the way at the point. So there's a lighthouse over there at the point. So I'd like to check that out. Maybe ding you over to that at some point and check that out. You can get some pictures of it or whatever. So, yeah. So, all right. So let's see. Let's do this one. I think. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, did we have any questions? Did we have any?
The questions are that little.
This guy here.
Center, I think.
Right.
I can't see it from here.
Looks amazing.
So
hi
nice
everybody.
Weather.
Yep. And thanks so much for tuning in.
Yeah, tuning in at the very last second. So I'm like, we have not gone live yet today.
No.
So we're trying to do that every time we're on Passage.
Yeah, we're trying to. It's kind of a tradition.
It's been a bit of a difficult day.
It's been a little more difficult than it should have been, for sure.
Yeah.
And the sun is really intense, and I'm kind of getting fried over here. So.
Yeah. I need to take over.
All right. Well, are there any last questions? Let us know. If not, we'll let you go, and we'll keep you up to date as to what we're doing down in Biscayne Bay.
We will definitely be going on Passage down there.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
All right. Hi, Robin. Robin's on.
Hi, Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, I'm going to hand this over to Heidi. There we go.
Did we
Unless
have any other
figured out.
questions?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Robin said that she misses us.
Oh.
Southern 54 said safe travels, and Honeybee said looks amazing, and Stephen, of course, said glad you're getting in some sailing.
Yeah.
Stephen, I'm very interested in learning where you are right now. If you're with Paul, or I guess New Zealand for a while, I don't know. Anyway, but it sounds like you've had some pretty fun adventures.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's good. It's good chatting with you guys, and we will do it again really soon.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a nice evening.
Safe travels to everyone. Bye.